Hello children, this is Poonam Chaudhary and I will teach you the poem 9 Gold Medals by David Roth. Now beginning with about the poet. David Roth was an American poet. He was a singer and a songwriter. Now moving on to about the poem. 9 Gold Medals is one of the most popular and inspirational poems. It emphasizes on the idea of empathy, stresses on compassion and human values. It helps us to learn to share the pain and sorrows of others, also cheering up and encouraging the weak. We move on to the setting of the poem. The setting of the poem is the Special Olympics itself, which is meant for differently challenged people. It presents an imaginary race run by disabled contestants. It is as important and prestigious as any other international sport event. Every participant puts in weeks and months of practice and preparation. Now I come to the poem in detail, children. I have put it down in points to make it easy for you. The poem is about the scene of the last event in the Special Olympics, which is the 100-meter race. There is excitement in the spectators as well as contestants. Announcement of the names of the participants blared from the loudspeakers. 9 athletes take part in the race. They stood there determined and poised for the sound of the gun. The signal of the pistol exploded. The participants began running the race. Sadly, the youngest contestant stumbled, staggered, and fell on his knees to the ground, giving out a cry of frustration, anguish, and pain, realizing that his dreams and efforts were in vain. Then something unusual and surprising happened. The remaining 8 contestants stopped and looked back at the fallen participant. Without hesitation, they discontinued the race and came back to help the fallen participant. Then they all joined hands, walking hand in hand to complete the race. The spectators are awestruck and stunned at the gesture. There is a huge applause and a standing ovation from the crowd. There were 9 winners of this race. Each one of them was awarded a gold medal. Hence, the Special Olympics turned out to be very special. We come to the themes of the poem. The first one, children, is empathy. Empathy is a virtue or ability to understand another person's feelings from his or her perspective. David Roth has tried to project this wonderful human quality in this poem. The fact that the other 8 contestants decide to discontinue their race to help the fallen contestant teach us the quality of empathy. The second theme is true sportsmanship. Competition in sports can be highly ruthless. Winning becomes the chief priority and aim. In the process, the tradition of upholding true sportsmanship is lost. True sportsmanship is being helpful and cooperative. The poem projects the sacrifice of personal dreams of the 8 contestants in the race to help a companion who needed encouragement. We go on to the title justification. The title is apt and suggestive. It is connected to the main theme of the poem. Instead of 1 gold medal being awarded to the winner, 9 gold medals are awarded to the 9 participants for showing true sportsmanship. 9 gold medals become symbols of victory of human values. Now, what kind of a poem is it? It is an inspirational poem. What is the form of the poem? It is a simple lyric. It is divided into 8 stanzas. Each stanza has 4 lines with the exception of the last stanza, which has 5 lines. Now, the literary devices used in the poem. The poem does not follow a set rhyme scheme. Repetition in the last 2 lines is used for emphasis. Alliteration is used in few lines. Example, but the youngest among them stumbled and staggered. So the sounds here are the S and the G sounds. The next example, and lifted the lad to his feet. The T and the D sounds. Children, with this, I come to the end of the explanation. I hope you will find it beneficial. So until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.